Okay, first grade, now that you have your first floor done and your second floor done, we're gonna go ahead and do two more floors moving upward. The videos are gonna be a little bit faster now because we don't need to spend as much time talking about cutting or gluing or even the bridges. The one thing that we are gonna start off with though is this black strip that is cut out. You can go ahead and grab it. What we're gonna do is we're going to start off with a nice, even black line to start our next floor, like we did on the bottom of our first floor. We were starting in the green grass. We just want to kind of level things off because some of our buildings have started to get very sideways and a little bit uneven. So we're gonna use this black strip to line everything back up and build upward. When you go to put your strip down, what we're trying to do is even out the last three shapes that you made. So if I go to the very top of my two shapes on the right, it's going to leave this huge gap above my triangle. So instead of having a big gap, which would have things floating around, I'm just going to move my black down to the lowest point, which was the triangle, and do a straight line across, which is going to go over the top of my rectangle and my house shape, which is okay. Once I like where it's at, we'll go ahead and push and hold and rub it down. And now we have a nice starting point for level number 3. Floor number 3 is going to be exactly like floor 1 and 2. You're going to go through your scrap bin. This time, since we know how to do it, you're going to go ahead and pick out 1, 2, 3 shapes right away. You're going to go ahead and cut them out by bubble cutting first, line cutting second. Once you have your 3 shapes, go ahead and line them up in the way that you would like them. If most of your triangles have been facing upward, for this step you might want to have one going upside down to add interest. Instead of doing a house shape on top of a house shape on top of a house shape, you might want to put the house shape above your rectangle. And for your rectangle, you might want to go above your house. But again, right now there's no glue, so if you wanted to see what they look like by moving them around, you could move them around before you glue them. I liked it the way I had it the first time, so I'm going to move them back. Once you're happy with this, you'll just glue them down one at a time. After you have your 3 shapes for floor number 3 and they're touching the black line, so that way our building isn't floating or falling over, you're gonna go ahead and get 3 more shapes from your bin. You're gonna go ahead and cut them out using the bubble cut, line cut, and once you have them, we'll arrange them without glue first. Again, please make sure that the gray is facing down, that way the bright colors are facing forward. Again, I like this, but yellow next to yellow is a little bit too close for me, so I'm just gonna switch these. And you can move these around as much as you want without glue. And this is going to be our final floor, because if we start getting up too high, all of a sudden our building will be off the paper. And we're still adding more things. We're gonna add some people, some flags, and some ladders. So we're only gonna go 4 high. So these will be our last 3 shapes. Once you like it, you can go ahead and glue them down one at a time. Once you're done with your building, you can either go ahead and put it on the drying rack if class is over, or you can move on to the next video and we'll start putting some people on our buildings.